Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of...
There he goes!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough with the first down, and he slides in safely. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To throw, it's Holstein. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's McCoy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Shoots it to the left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Lee. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Using his legs, it's Scott. Shows him the stiff arm. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the direct snap, it's Holstein. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of the deep balls.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blackwell. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Castellanos. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll leave it with him. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And these these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On the ground, it's Reed. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive defense.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Guard in the backfield. It's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Hit right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds a tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Fires to the big fella.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And we
got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your...
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Red pass incomplete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Pittman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Lee. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Hicks.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These little guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to get
wide open spaces. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Robinson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blackwell. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Shakes off the defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. That's caught. It's Reed. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of room to run. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. This time he's got his man. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Knowles in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Blackwell. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Now from inside the red zone. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the 1st. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice move there. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start.